Hey everyone, this is Madison, and welcome to another StarCraft 2 cast. This time it's going to be on Cloud Kingdom. Spawning in the top right corner is Team Liquid's HayprO, and spawning in the bottom left hand corner is ZvT, or ZvTice. I don't know how to say his name, and I tried looking him up, and I couldn't find anything about ZvT or Team RS, and I really want to call him Justice because it's just missing the S, but that's not his name, it's ZvT. But you know what? Even though I don't know anything about him, he's playing against LiquidHayprO, so I'm assuming he's pretty good. LiquidHayprO, of course, on Team Liquid from Sweden. Now, I haven't casted anything in a little bit. I work so much. I work like 65-hour weeks. So I'm just going to try and cast whenever I can do something and get it out there. Because it's fun. You know what? I'm having a good time. I also appreciate all of the feedback that I've gotten so far. If you have any feedback from after watching this video, please leave it in the comments, because I would love to know what you think. I'm trying to say less. It's one of the things that I'm trying to do. Not much else, just tons of good feedback. I appreciate anything positive, but I also appreciate anything that's constructive that I can work on, because that's what I do. 15 pool, very standard for Zerg against Terran. Nothing too crazy going on as of now. Also, let me know. I really do like the idea of keeping the webcam on until big battles and stuff come, and or not big battles, but just until the game starts to get underway at about 4 minutes or so. And I'll just hotkey right out of it as long as those XSplit hotkeys work. We do have the spawning pool going down for a LiquidHayprO. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just droning up. Now, Cloud Kingdom is a really cool map. You do have your main with an easily attainable natural. You do have quite a wide choke right here, but it's not too hard to wall off in any variation. You can start here. You can see we even have ZvT planting down his command center in sight of a drone down on the bottom. It is bold, but I believe on this map it's not too hard to handle. As well as a third right here, especially for Terran. You can set up an expansion right here. It can be a planetary fortress. It can be an orbital command, because you can have siege tanks right back here, and they have this range, this white line that kind of swings around and covers this whole thing. Makes it really irritating, especially for Zerg, to try and break that. Zerg, on the other hand, does have a relatively easy third that they can take themselves, as well as when it's time to expand everywhere on the map. You've got the corners, you've got these rather easily accessible bases, and you can throw down expansions on both sides at once. And we do have a little bit of oversaturation, which is pretty cool, on the main. No gas as of yet. Typically Zergs wait until about 6 minutes or so to get gas, I'd assume. But against Terran, it can be a little bit sooner. So we'll see what HayprO has in store here. 2 queens to really start the creep spread. And we just have 4 lings here. Checking out the watchtower. I don't think anything too big is going to happen right now, other than possible scouting. And we do have the wall off starting here for ZvT, as well as 5 Marines holding the parameters. We do have a reactor. We're most likely going to see a Hellion switch here, as well as 2 more barracks to follow this up for the infantry. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my face. Now we do have creep spread coming up, which is not bad at all. 1, 2, 3 active tumors as of now. 2 of these queens are solely dedicated right now to creep spread, which is great. I think more Zergs should do this. get the creep just all over the map. Make the Terran waste scans, make the Terran... Even if the Terran's scanning and killing all your creep tuners, you know exactly, as a Zerg player, where the army is, what's coming your way. Connect the third very fast. Now we do have the 2 Hellions, but these will, I assume, get shot down pretty immediately, with 2 Queens standing right in the front. 2 more Hellions on the way as well. We do have 7 Roaches on the way for LiquidHayprO. And that'll completely counter these Hellions. They won't have anywhere to go. They'll just have to stay alive for later. They are halting the creep spread just a little bit. These tumors have been ready to plant down, which is not bad. Anything to buy you some time is not bad. This is the classic Terran wall-off as well. You have 3 depots plus the 1 bunker. If he comes under any duress, any attack from the Roaches and the Lings, he'll just pull about 5 SCVs and repair this bunker all at once. So we do have tons of Marines coming out right now. We do have, at the moment, 16 Marines, as well as 2 medevacs on the way. We did have the switch right here onto the reactor for a start part. Stim pack on the way. We don't have combat shields just yet. We don't have any upgrades for the Terran just yet. We do have 1-1 coming, as well as Ling speed. We do have the Hellions running around, but they're not going to be able to do anything. These Roaches are just they're just going to hard counter these Hellions. They're not going to let the Hellions slip in and get anything. In fact, no workers killed at all. We do have a macro hatchery right in the front of the base, which is a pretty cool spot. It allows units to pop out right here. Quickly get to the third if need be. And it does look like Terran's moving out right now. ZvT does have a sizable army. We'll see if he can do anything with it. And as I said, with these creep tumors, even if he's killing them, it takes a while for the creep to reseed. HayprO knows exactly where his army is and what it looks like, what the composition is. And we'll see if it can do anything. Here we go. We do have the first attack right here, the very first attack of the game. And it looks like HayprO is hugging this army. He really wants to get in. Now he's running away, because those Marines and Marauders will tear this army to shreds. Maybe not, though. We'll see. I'm not sure who's going to win this one, but they are hugging each other. And ZvT loads up. ZvT loads up and flies away. Now that ZvT lot stab shows that heavily favored ZvT actually. He's lost 1,100 as compared to HayprO, who's lost about 2,000, about twice as many resources. But HayprO is still about 25 food in the lead. Looks like ZvT is just going to fly around, see if he can poke in, but I don't think HayprO is going to let him do that at all. Bam. Meanwhile, we just have Tank Marine being produced here. No medevacs at the moment. We do have 1-1 coming down. 1-1 is already finished for our Zerg player, HayprO. And he's moving to the middle of the map, most likely just to get a little bit of map control for himself. Now he does see the third trying to come down right now. And HayprO's coming in for the attack. We do have the entirety of the army here for ZvT right in position already. So we'll see if HayprO decides to go in again, or if he decides to just wait outside the base. In the meantime, our Terran player does siege up, and you can see the range of the siege. It covers the ramp. There's just all the way to the gas here. So there's not much HayprO can do in this situation about the third at the moment. We do have 7 infestors popping out. We do have burrow as well. 2-2's almost done for melee. And here we have another attack. If he doesn't raise those bunkers, we might have some, or those Supply depots. Nope. He's not going to sneak in. And we'll see. I think HayprO's going to have to back out here. This infantry is really going to tear apart those roaches in a one-on-one fight there. Or in a pure roach to pure infantry fight. We do have HayprO taking a 4th right now as well. We do have a drop coming down for ZvT. So we'll see if he can do any harass in the meantime. The food supply is fairly even, 136 to 149. That's not too different. As well as the worker count, we have 77 drones to 59, but you do have to remember that the mules are going down and going down. This drop is going home. Has been spotted by a large army of bugs. And when you've been spotted by a large army of bugs, you usually want to fly out of there. I know that if there's a wasp or anything by my door to my apartment, I just try and get out of there because I don't want that bug army to sting me. We do have a sensor tower placed here for ZvT. I do like this. I don't feel like enough Terran players utilize the sensor towers. They're not that expensive, and they do give a very wide range. They let you know that Zerg army where it's coming down. We do have another drop down up in the top left, trying to take out this stealthy 5th, and we do get the cancel, but it's gonna remake right away. Drop's gonna fly over this way. We do have this as well, but we have a Broadling here. Ultralists are on the way, as well as the Chitinous plating, giving the Ultras an extra 2 armor, as well as attack level 3 and ground armor level 3. We'd have the adrenal glands finished right now as well, so we're going to see some heavy melee unit play, which I really like. I am a huge fan of the Ultra, Ling, and Infestors. So we'll see if he can get some good fungals, get some good attacks here. And we do have a big engagement coming right here. Tanks besieging up. We can see one fungal, and we're just running right into the army here. It's going to be a full-on battle, and we're going to see who wins this. With the Ultras at only 2-2 right now. They're not. Chitinous plating has not finished yet. That might have been too preemptive of a battle, especially with these Marines here at 2-2 as well. Do not underestimate Marines. I hear they are a good unit. We do have ZvT moving out right now with his tank Marine army, and there is no expansion there, but we're still going to have an engagement. Looks like the Ultras are going to run away. They don't like the positioning. Might do well to heal up some of these weakened ones. We do have a Queen moving over just for that right now. 2 sensor towers again, which is really cool. We do have a drop on this 5th here, but it looks like the 5th really hasn't started mining yet, and he just gets his army out of there. Better to save it than to just suicide it into these. At the same time, we do have the 4th rather fully saturated. So this isn't a huge loss, but it's something. I'd say ZvT really needs to keep denying. Oh, we do have a cutoff right here too. Oh, he just devours this army, as well as a big engagement here. This was bad for ZvT. He let his army be too separated, and HayprO just ran right over it. He just destroyed it with all these Ultralists. How many Ultralists do you see on the field? We have 9 Ultralists on the field, as well as only 3 Infestors. That's not too much, but decides he can't engage up the ramp just yet. No real reason to. No hurry here. He has complete map control at the moment. As well as a huge supply advantage. He's sitting at 188. HayprO is sitting at 188 compared to the Terran's 137. That just bounced up to that. We do have 2 extra command centers here. I don't know if he's going to try and fly them both. I don't know if he's going to try and planetary fortress one of them for a little bit of extra defense, but we shall see what he does with those. At the moment, we do have Terran vehicles level 2. We have 3-3 coming down. We're already at 5-3 for the Ultras, though, which is always a good place to sit at. Plus a ton of spine crawlers coming down, because what's better than making sure you live? Not much, except destroying the other person, but making sure you live is part of that equation. So we just have this giant angry army of evil bug guys running around here, and we'll see what happens. Creep spread's pretty great. We've got about half the map covered in creep, going in all different directions. And he's just containing right now. He's toying with them a little bit, it seems. Not too much going on right now. It's just going to be a little bit of a lull before looks like what might be the final engagement. We do have a fifth going up right here, in the closest spot to HayprO. HayprO just denying any vision that he can. We do have a small drop coming up here for harass. I believe that ZvT really needs to start hammering out some harass if he really wants to do anything, but it might be almost too late to really catch up. He might need just a giant, excellent engagement plus some harass going on at the same time. Drop gets cleaned up immediately. We do have another small army coming out, but that gets cleaned up immediately as well. Huge fungal on the medevacs. Looks like most of them will, well, 3 of them will end up going down. And we do have our Terran player setting up his fourth base. We do have another sensor tower going down. I did say I like the sensor tower, but this might be overkill almost. He can really see where all the Zerg units are going to be, those little bugs. But by this point, I don't know if he's going to be able to hold this very easily or not. Never underestimate breaking into a Terran base with 7 siege tanks sieged up. There you go. Now 7 sieged up. And we must wait. We must wait to see what happens. We do have the Greater Spire going down, as well as Weapons 1 for air. Looks like it's a double spire somewhere. Right here, right by the ramp. We do have the double spire. So we'll see some mass upgrades. Oh, missing an engagement. We do have a large engagement here, but it looks like that was not favorable for HayprO at all. He ended up losing a lot of Ultralisks in that fight. We're down to 5 right now. But, you know, this might be just to free up some food as well, because he wants those Broodlords. He's got 9 Corruptors coming out, as well as already has 6, so it's 15. Terran's inching his way up. I think he needs to do some sort of play right here to really bring himself back in the game, especially while we're transitioning to Broodlords here, while HayprO's transitioning to Broodlords. He needs to make something happen in this little window, because we do have 6 Broodlords coming up right now, and if there's anything about Broodlords, there's a small window where you have time to attack in between when they're made, and they're not very mobile, so wherever they're being made, it's going to take them a while to get down here. These Broodlords really need to get into the action just to secure this base. And that's exactly what they're going to do. We do have our Terran player backing up, as he has no answer to these Broodlords right now. He is making 4 Vikings at a time. Is that going to be enough, though? I'm not sure. Broodlords are advancing. The entire army is advancing right now, as well as 4 Queens. We're going to have this mass transfuse on this army as well. Which really, if we do have the Vikings up, Fungal only nabs 1 of them. And let's just see if he can. Now we do have the Terran army advancing, and he's really ripping through the Zerg army. It's looking pretty weak, but we do have more Broodlords coming up from behind to help out. Now we do have 4 Vikings, and they're pretty much just unattended right now. We do have the Corruptors coming up to help out. Tons of Corruptors coming out. This is a Zerg swarm of air. And if he could take out this base here, then HayprO should have this game. So let's just watch this in its glory here. More Broodlords morphing in front of your face, saying, "Ha! I'm morphing Broodlords right in front of your face, and you can't do anything about it." Not a good feeling for a Terran player. And with this base going down, I don't think our Terran has any hope here. Yeah. Vikings come back up to try and deal with these Corruptors, but I don't know. There seems to be too many corruptors here, as well as broodlords just destroying everything that's on the ground. These broodlords right now are at 1-1. They are working on level 2, but I don't even think that's necessary. I think this game is over, and we're just watching the final battle. I do love it when players stick around. Oh, I must have missed a ZvT Good Games Right Out, and that is the game. I must have missed this expansion going down, so I will go back to that and see if I can find that, see what happens. But this game was pretty much decided by this, because we weren't even on a mining base, and there was nothing we could do to deal with this large squad of broodlords and corruptors. So let me see if I can go back and find when that base got taken out. So we're still mining here at the 24-minute. And then we did have this engagement. Excuse the ×4, I don't know if it's lagging on your end, but let's see what happens here. We did have the start of the large engagement. This is where the broodlord push commenced and just did not stop. It just kept hammering. Here we go. At the same time that this was going on, I assume ZvT thought he could either hold this or that he was doomed and he had to make something happen. But I assume he thought, I can hold this and use part of my army to go ahead and take care of some of the other expansions. It's a smart move, but if he would have had that large chunk of army down here, there's only 8 Marines out of this, so I don't think it would have done much of a difference between all these broodlords. I'd say he was just grasping at straws, trying to make something happen. See if the Zerg player might try and retreat. All of the drones got away as well. And then this army was dealt with a bug sandwich. We do have the medevacs still hanging on, flying around. Pretty good on both players for being able to... Oh, there, it just gets taken out here. To be able to micro down here and micro up here at the same time. Not that a pro player couldn't do that, but me not so much. So it was a pretty fun game, and congrats to HayprO on winning this game. Give me some oh god, the screen's going everywhere. Give me some give me some feedback. Let me know how I did. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you don't. More so what you did like and what you didn't. I want to do this. I want to do this a lot, and it is a lot of fun. And I love StarCraft, and I love YouTube, and I love casting, and I love casters more so. So let me know, and I'll see you later. Bye.